our classes. For instance, what's going to change in them? Are people going to be interested in coming to classes?
Yeah, because you got to figure about like my particular class. The way I train is we don't do a lot of in the air. Like in my old tempo school, we could do the techniques in the air and just assume that there was somebody in front of us. But the way that I train now, it's a lot more physical, and you have to get the feel to understand what you're doing.
Exactly.
And all these Zoom classes that everybody doing, and people are thinking, I don't have to leave my house anymore.
It's tough.
It's going to crush us.
Yeah. It's tough. I do Zoom classes, and my guys don't show up because you need to be with someone to do them.
Right.
Like you said, you need a partner. So I'm teaching a night class tonight, and how do you teach a night class without someone there? It's tough. It's not we're not a part of school.
Right.
So there's gonna be a lot of changes going on. And I'm gonna have everyone's gonna have to have a mask. Right. That's one thing that is gonna be required because people aren't gonna come unless you say that. The second thing is you walk in. Right. You walk in. You wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. Before you leave, you do the same thing.
Yep.
If you're uncomfortable working with someone, then you're on your own.
And you know what the other thing is?
We
long sleeves, long pants. A lot of people aren't going to be wanting bare skin to be showing.
Right.
So I was
thinking of the rash guards. Having that underneath your gi, because we have some classes we wear a gi, some we don't. So we'd have rash guards under that if you wanted. But it's still, and we touch each other's faces and all that stuff.
That's all going to change.
Yeah, it is physical because martial arts, it's physical contact. I mean.
You know what? Maybe we can just bring out those S&M rubber suits, and they'll finally come in style for everybody.
but we'll vinyl dip people.
Yeah.
Get the gimp.
Yeah, except I'm not putting a ball in my mouth.
No. But you look so cute last night with it.
Oh, okay. You guys keep that between you two, both of you.
Well, why do you think he's on his tablet? He broke his phone.
Oh man!
But now, how are you gonna get people interested in coming to class if they're afraid? How do we calm that fear?
Just do like Governor Wolf did here in Pennsylvania and call them cowards.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have my diehard 12, 13 people that'll show up for me no matter what.
Right.
So if I charge like $100 a month or $125 a month with no school, my wife and we're not going to do it in my household gym anymore because we're just not bringing people in here anymore because you don't know who's going to have what. People are still going to come sniffling and sick because they did it before the coronavirus. They walk in all hacky and coffee, and I'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" "Oh, I was feverish yesterday." Get the hell out! You come into my house this way? Are you crazy?
Does your school have like showers? You shower after this.
No. You don't
want showers.
That's a whole nother insurance thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What if they slip and fall?
No, not for them. For you. Just for you.
Oh. I mean, my former school did because it was my house, so I have two showers upstairs.
Yeah.
But so what I'm thinking, like I think I touched base on this before. What I'm thinking about is talking about my diehard people. Just finding a spot and maybe just covering the rent. It's not about a business anymore. It's just about keeping my art alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you want to make money? Of course I want to make money, but I've been writing and practicing and developing not new stuff, but I'm just reorganizing it and rethinking it the way I like it.
Right, that's what I do.
And
with your curriculum, that's what I have not even put down a full curriculum. Tom said that.
I told you to.
I have 5 levels, 3 of them completely written out.
Mm-hmm.
And my students care about it because they want the certificate that says I'm level 1, level 2, level 3 instructor.
Right.
Now, to me, where I tell them it's not important for that, it's kind of how do I use the word? I have it all. So for me to say, you don't need it. When they don't have it, actually, I might sound like that dick that goes, yeah, you don't need it. You know, but I have it, and they want that same that same recognition as well. So
that's the word, recognition, Tom. Remember we always say that with Dr. Vinny?
But
it's not a Dr. Vinny recognition. It's more of an accomplishment.
Yeah, I can understand. I understand that. I understand.
You know,
they want something that says, hey, I put my time in, I earned this achievement. You know, and they want that paperwork. It's easy for us to say, you don't need it because we have it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
I drill into my guys, you know, especially the kids. I was like, what's important? Knowledge or belt? And everybody says knowledge. But they want that belt. They want to earn that next belt and get all the way to black belt because it's an accomplishment, even though they know the knowledge is more important.
Well, when I got rid of the belt systems, I don't have belt systems. I just have, you know, you're level 1, level 2, level 3, and here's a piece of paper that says that's what you are. So the thing that I like to put into into most people's heads, if they talk about training or if they want to get into training, and even if they've been training like you guys, would I rather be the guy that has that wall of accomplishments that nobody really cares about, or I'd rather be that guy who maybe has one accomplishment, everybody just wants to hang out with him and train with him because he's just that guy who has that charisma, that skill.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, when you have a school, like all my certificates, when you come to my school, you'll see most of them are from seminars anyway. But they're all in an envelope, in a drawer. When I got to school, I made copies of them, put them in frames, put them on the wall. People come in, they're like, oh my God, look at all these certificates. And they're impressed by it. It helps sell the school.
Absolutely. The American public wants to see that you are the certified Grandmaster Poopa Sensei Professor.
Yeah. It's just like, and we're like, I got a certificate in my drawer.
Well, you know what? I mean, we're in an age where you have 30-year-old grandmasters. So you know, you do, you know, because it's any Joe Schmo could you know, rent the space, say he's got a dojo, and start teaching shit, right?
Listen, do you remember when we were coming up? Because Tom, you're like 27, right?
Yes, I'm 27.
That's what I thought. And back in the day, like when
I'm 78.
when we would get our belts, our instructors would give them to us. Now, a friend of mine had his belt stolen, and I wanted to get it remade for him for his birthday or whatever holiday, Christmas or whatever it was. I wanted to get him another belt made. I had to go to my Somonim and say, where can I get his belt remade? He actually had to write a whole letter out in Korean, write what was on the belt, and I had to take it to this place over in Pennsauken Flea Market. Remember Pennsauken Flea Market?
No. I've been to a bunch of flea markets. I don't think I've been to
Pennsauken was
Cowtown. That's the only one I remember. Cowtown and Berlin. I used to have a girlfriend that lived in South Jersey.
Yeah, we don't really care about that. So anyway,
Tangent.
So anyway, I had to go to this Korean tailor, so to speak, purchase the belt and have them embroider it, you know, because that's the only way you could do it. But now I can go to Asian World, say I'm 10th degree Grandmaster Professor of the world, and they'll print it out.
And they'll print it. Yeah, exactly.
And then in today's computer age, you can make certificate. You can make yourself the highest ranking anything you want on your own base. So how do you know what's real and what's not real?
Exactly.
You either look. Stevie Tackett said something a long time ago about a martial artist. There's the guy who can speak it. There's the guy who can do it. But then there's the rare people that can do both, speak it and do it at the same time.
When he meant speak it, did he mean teach it?
So speak it as you teach it, speak it. While you know, some people can talk it out. Like there's some instructors that I know that can paint me a picture just by talking it to me, and I can go, man, I can really understand that because when they perform it, I'm like, yeah, stay in your wheelchair. So, but then there's guys that can do it, but they can't explain it worth shit.
Yeah, that's Tatang.
So, and then there's the guy who can do both. He can talk and see it. Like my instructors, I have everybody turn their back to them. The instructor will explain, or I should say my wannabe instructors, my assistant instructors, and even myself. I have the people turn and face the other direction. I explain what I want done in detail, and they move as I speak. So, if they can't accomplish the technique or the whatever I'm talking about through my voice, or not seeing it, but just doing it, then I'm not painting the picture that they need to see.
Mm-hmm.
So physically, you can watch it and go, oh, I get that. But if I can explain it to you over the phone and you can do it next time I see him, I'm like, yeah, that's badass. I did a good job. Here's a pat on my back.
Yeah.
So that's the way I make my guys teach sometimes. And they turn on, the students turn the other direction. The assistant instructor will explain it, talk about it. And I say to them, don't teach it. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself on how you would do it. And then, because when you try to explain it, like, you put your left foot in, you take your left foot out. You put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. So
you do the hokey pokey.
Yeah, that's right. And you do the take my dough, and you turn yourself around.
Is that G-Quan dough? G-Quan.
Where did that come from?
That's my street name, G-Quan.
G-Quan.
Speaking of G-Quan, where is the female added?
Yeah, she's gonna come on a little later. She's got a
teenage problem.
Her teenager. Yeah. Okay, so guys, let's get back to the topic. So where the future of martial arts now, after this freaking pandemic,
after this pandemic, after all Zoom Nation, I think the big chain schools will probably survive because people paid for it, and
they have contracts.
They have their contracts, even though they'll have to expand that contract. But the small guys like Tom and I, we're going to have to find a way to bring these people in, let them feel that they're safe. Something I was thinking about the other day was possibly maybe not doing the school as hard as I was, and maybe possibly doing the monthly seminar, bring back that seminar, because seminars have kind of died.
They have.
Now, what I was doing a while back, and it was very successful, and if you go back on my Facebook page, you'll see, like 2 years ago, it was so successful. I was doing one seminar a month for 10 people at $30. Now, people would say to me, that is stupid. Because why are you doing it for like a 3-hour seminar for $30?
That's $300 there.
Well, I'm doing it once a month. If I do it every month and charge $100, $150, no one's going to come. But if I do the 10 people for $30 a month, the same 10 people are going to come, and they're going to start talking, and then it's going to grow, and they're going to say, hey, can I bring a friend? And now maybe I make it 12 people. And you don't want it any more than 12 because you want people to get the one-on-one feeling. They want that they're paid attention to, and not.
What is that background? What is that background noise? Is that yours, bro?
And plus, if you get over 12, then you can start another session and do it twice a month.
Yeah, I thought about that, about doing twice a month with two different groups. But we never really got that far. I took another job.
Right.
There's always the small guys like us who don't have the big committed schools. We have that freedom to just go, I don't feel like doing that this month.
Yeah.
And then, but once you let the breadcrumb go, and someone eats it up, and you're like, damn, now the breadcrumb's gone. I don't have any more to drop.
Right. Yeah, so that's what Q-Show does. We do once a month. For 2 hours. 2 hours. And we do $30.
Yeah.
I do it
now. I changed it where I do it because I was having scheduling problems. So I would do it twice a month. 1 hour.
We lost
for $20.
We lost Mick.
Who'd we lose?
Mick, you there? We lost him. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's back.
I have no idea what just happened.
Huh.
You ninja'd on us, bro.
I shouldn't touch myself like that when I'm on the phone.
Yeah, please.
Ninja.
Keep it in your pants.
I know. I do yoga, Tom. I can get my own legs behind my head.
Nice.
That's funny that you said yoga because so I know a guy, right?
All right, here we go. Let's stay on
Has a
topic, Tom.
school.
So what were we
No,
talking about?
he has a school, right? And one of the things that he does too is he has space where he rents it out to yoga people.
Right.
I tried that.
I tried that.
I tried
Zumba. Brazilian
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jim McCann, my buddy Jim McCann, has his gym at Primal Gym. Now he has the boxing program going on. He's got his ground program going on. He's got personal trainers in there bringing their clients in, training in the back parts of the gym. So if you have that space and
Right.
you can do that, now the model should be, why I have a boxing class going on, the personal trainers there teaching his people, and then the people are looking over at the boxing class going, hey, I want to do that too. And then you have the boxing people watching the ground stuff, and they're like, hey, I want to do that too, you know? And next thing you know, you get this influx of all these different people from the different parts of your gym that weren't really there for that other part. Now they're trying all of it, you know?
Kind of like the fight. That's the fight house. That's the fight house over in Manhattan. That's
Yeah.
You know, where they have
now
like.
you have that kind of space, you can do it.
You know your problem with you, Tom? I think one of the big problems with you is you're right next to a gym.
That doesn't do anything.
Does it?
Gym people, I get like one or two
people
from a gym.
No,
Gym people's mentalities are totally different than martial arts mentalities.
No, what I'm talking
they
about, like you said, you had Zumba. You tried Zumba, but doesn't the gym next door offer Zumba?
No, they didn't do Zumba.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom, like you are actually, that's actually kind of good for you, because you should go into the gym and offer, you know, like here's something that I do, and I don't know if it's feasible for you guys. If I have a father who wants to bring their daughter, it's one price for the both of them to come. So, because normally the father drops off, and then I have times where the kid dropped off and the parents stayed. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But but I don't do young kids. You know, my kids have to be older, like 13, 14, because of the way I speak, the way we speak. It's like real world scenario, and
you have the filter. Beep. Yeah, you beep.
You guys have been with me, so you know I have zero filter.
Mm-hmm.
I said crap once, and the kids are like, oh.
Oh, geez, craps. Craps. Wow. Yeah, no. I had at the time a 14-year-old girl turn around and F her father off, like mother effer, blah 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 blah.
Oh,
and so I walked over to her. I said, listen. There's still a time and a place for that in class, which I get, I understand, because that's the way we speak in here. But you don't talk to your dad like that. I mean, not the way you did. You could hear the intent in the voice. Now, 2.5 years later, I've spoken to you guys before about this young lady. She's deadly. I mean, she is really something else. I've had people from other schools and other big-time martial arts schools that follow Fancy the Blade, so to speak. We'll keep their names off the air. That they've come here into my home and just witnessed her. They wanted to watch her because they keep hearing about her. And she's a badass. And she just put her brother through the wall the other day. She sent me a picture and said, this is what happens when we don't have class. And there's a hole in the wall. And I'm like, did you hurt your hand? She's like, no, I put my brother through. And I'm like, okay. So then her dad called me. He said, listen, I had a proud dad moment, you know. Such and such put her brother through the wall. He's like, I just wanted to let you know. I'm like, he's like, I wasn't mad that there's a big hole in my drywall.
We're going to take pictures of that before we fix it. We're going to take pictures of that and frame it.
Oh, they did. I have the pictures. They sent them to me.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So.
Yeah,
But
that's. I mean, I hope you don't have to close your school down, brother. I really hope.
yeah, I gotta be honest with you. 3 months later, it really doesn't look promising.
Because I saw a picture, and it seems like you put the work in, getting it ready and shit.
I mean, it's a nice little place. I mean, it's like just under 1,000 square feet. It's no huge place. Like I said, what I teach isn't like your standard martial art. It's a little more.
Do any of us?
Oriented.
Do any of us?
You know what? Yes, because if you're gonna wear like Tom does things for uniform stuff and this and that. My uniform is whatever you walk in on. So some people, like I told people, they had to wear T-shirts. So like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to wear. I mean, occasionally I'll wear your T-shirt, but I don't want to wear your T-shirt every day. I want to wear what I wear every day. And I'm like, okay, that's the way it's been all these years. Why change it?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, you look through all the videos of Facebook or pictures, you'll never see me. I've never worn a uniform in the last 20 years. It's always my sweatshirt, my shorts.
Yeah, I've seen you every time I see you. The twice I've seen you, you've had that the hoodie. The hoodie with the
always been in somebody's hoodie. Until I realized, hey, I should make my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know what's funny? I was in work the other day, Freddie. I was in work Monday, Tuesday, and one of my fellow coworkers walked over and goes, I was going through, a video of Facebook of my friends, and this showed up, and it was the video you took of me in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, whose page is that on? It was on somebody else's page.
That's funny.
So I was like, that's pretty cool. He's like, hi. He's like, yeah. So yeah, now I'm a superstar at work. So,
I just I don't know, bro. I just feel for you, bro. 3 months and
You got all these industries. I got put air quotes industry leaders posting up on Facebook, giving free webinars on how to open your school up and what to do, and even downloaded someone's PDF. But it's all freaking common sense, And I guess because a lot of people that don't have that common sense, it seems.
Well, I think the thing that's going to happen is, even though a lot of people aren't going to be wanting to touch each other, like hands, fingers, face, headgear, boxing gloves, no open wounds to your hands, touching faces, anything like that. Like my guys, we wear our headgear is that full steel cage headgear, because of the sticking and stuff like that. Right. That's where it's probably going to go. I mean, you're going to wear your gloves, certain gloves that you only wear in class, like the mechanics gloves or some type of.
So the way you guys are talking, it sounds like you guys feel that this is never going to go away.
It's not going to go away for a long time because people are going to be nervous.
Yeah.
You're going to have your diehards, bro. You're going to have your diehards that are going to come in and they're going to train the way they've always trained. And I already got.
No, I mean the coronavirus is never going to go away.
No, it's not.
It's not going to go away.
It's never going to go away, and that's what I don't want to get all political, but because I don't want to go on any kind of crazy tangents about it. But that's where it's at. I mean, look at public schools, bro.
Yeah.
Public schools are done.
Yeah.
Why would they ever go back? And think of the pandemonium of jobs behind the public schools, like custodial work, volunteer work, or say lunch people work, or that type of stuff.
And then you have the bus drivers, the school buses.
The bus driver. I never even thought about the bus drivers. You have the bus drivers, the crossing guards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and you got also. My wife's an assistant principal, so I hear all this stuff. You got to think of the parents. Daycare.
Yeah.
You got to hear these parents telling all the teachers, oh my God, I don't know how you do it. They're finally waking up and seeing that it's not easy dealing with their kid for freaking 8 hours a day, trying to get them to learn.
Did you see people are doing babysitting over the internet? They're watching your children from their house to your house.
What?
That's crazy.
Via video.
That is fucking crazy.
It's $20 an hour.
Oh my God.
How do
How do you do that?
Exactly.
Get your head out of the stove, honey.
Exactly.
Don't put your head in the stove. Put that match down.
Yeah.
Babysit.
Exactly.
That's
Don't you give me the picture.
crazy.
Don't you close that laptop? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh my
Put
God.
that knife down. Don't stab your brother.
That's right. That's right.
How?
It's like,
Who are these,
you can't
who are these
babysit
people
over
that are
the internet.
paying people to do that?
Some whack job's going to be paying somebody.
Oh my God, that's
Desperate people.
crazy.
It's desperate people.
I mean, just if that's the case, just buy kennels from the pet store and put your kids in that.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's it.
Padded
Padded room.
Little hamster water bottle, and that's it.
Put in a padded room.
Man, this is, that's
So, yeah,
why,
no, this
that's
is the
why,
world.
guys, I'm thinking about, like, canceling my event in July, and because, I'm worried about my mother.
So listen, we'll figure a different place to do it. We'll do it in a public area again, where the bathrooms and stuff are, or we'll
Did you like the place we had last year?
Yeah, we'll do we did. We could do it like where Bigfoot just went into the bushes and went to the bathroom. If you remember, I'm not gonna say Bigfoot's name, but remember?
We need to stay off of a road.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Especially
especially
now.
now.
I mean, or worst
Like
comes to worst, I'll do it in my backyard, and if my wife doesn't want someone to use the bathroom, I'll rent a porta potty for the day.
Hmm.
But even
But even get like there's a park across the street from me. Plenty of room to be
where
nobody is.
There's no
There's no road.
nobody
walking through. It's a small park.
You could
You could find something like that in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm game to go
Big
wherever, man. I mean,
Big open
field.
if worst comes to worst, I can bring my own bathroom with me if I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I can do
Shovel.
that
Shovel.
too. I can bring my own.
Yeah, I'll just screw a toilet seat to a tree and be done with it.
It'll calm down when they find a vaccine. Then it'll start. It'll take a while even after that. But it'll calm down eventually, but not in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, it's here now, man, and we're like, there's a lot of schools. There's 2 schools that I know that have already closed, closed.
Yeah.
So one of them was a chain school, East West Martial Arts. It's closed. It's done. It's gone.
Really?
I heard of that.
Yeah.
Rob in Canada, his school closed. His instructor closed his school after 25, 30 years, I think it is.
Well, you know what, man? This is another thing for people to finally say, I've had 2 months of nothing, and I wanted to retire anyway, and now it's just that good time to just fade into the sunset, or fade,
Yeah.
because it's already gone anyway, and people are used to not going.
Right.
So, I mean, I have, thank God, I still have 4 or 5 guys that call me up and say, hey, can we come over and train? I'm like, no, because my wife will castrate me.
My guys
wanted to put paper in the windows and come. I was like, no, I'm not taking that chance.
I mean, at your school, they could just, you could be on one side of the window, they could be on the other, and they could think they're at the primate part of the zoo.
I'm waiting.
Once they say you can gather in
no
more than 10,
Yeah.
I'm hitting the park. I'm not going to wait for them to say I can open my school up. I'm going, my house is right across the street from the park. I'm going to tell everyone, meet me there.
We'll train in the
park.
Listen, I have an acre plus backyard, and I live on a corner, so I have the whole side street where everybody used to park. And if worst comes to worst, I'll tell them, you can train in my house, but you just can't go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, my wife doesn't want people in the house, and they'll all get it.
I understand, and plus she's a nurse.
Well, they all know her anyway.
So I get what she's saying.
I mean, I even thought about buying like a outside tented garage type thing,
Mm-hmm.
and just having the side doors open just in case it's drizzling or raining, and just covering certain parts of the yard and doing it in there. So, I mean, if worst comes to worst, like I said, if I can't afford to keep my little place open, we'll find an industrial center for a little less money, have a roll-down garage door and create like a little Marshall clubhouse. And if I can build a business out of that eventually,
I've seen that. Those are really cool. Those
they are really cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Those are nice.
the thing is,
That's what
That's what I was looking for originally.
the thing is, in theory, you're going to be giving away your material for free just to keep your art alive.
Right.
So the money-making aspect of what we do is kind of going to hurt for a long time. So how do I do that? Guys, let's have our own little clubhouse, like our own little place to go. We won't open it to the public. We'll just make sure the rent and the bills are paid if we can all afford to do that. And we'll have our own little personal space to still train together.
Apa? Mami apa?
Mom.
Yep.
Tulog ka muna. Mami ang aga pa. May ginagawa ako dito.
Maybe
Maybe nice to your mom.
Yeah,
I told someone today, I was like,
it's
it's going to be like starting over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
I'll have a handful of
students,
students, and then it's just working my way back up.
And you have to make sure it's exciting. You have to make sure they want to come back.
Yeah.
Well, your
So-
students do, Tom. You got.
Yeah, most of them do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got a good dozen.
Kids I'm a little worried about.
I got a good dozen people adults that'll come back with no problem. But the dozen that I have will not pay my rent and my bills.
Right.
So, or unless I double the price, and then they're not coming back.
Unless you open a martial arts school / daycare center.
I already have that. It's for old folks with Alzheimer's. So I just spin them in a circle and God forbid, poor people.
Yeah, really.
It is. Well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you ever hear that joke with the poor Alzheimer guy takes his wife and says, Doc, I think my wife has Alzheimer's and I want to get rid of her. He said, well, take her for a walk. If she comes back, she doesn't have it.
Jeez.
Hey, just joined in. Andres.
What he's
He's been there a while.
Dude.
How's it going, Andres?
Good evening.
Surfer Andres. Andres, do you surf?
Occasionally, yes.
He surfs the interweb.
All right, dude. There you go. There you go, Nick.
He's a major Ninja Turtle fan.
Cowabunga.
Yeah.
See,
Dude, that was
So-
like part of
we-
like,
we-
like fucking after school for me, man. Like when I was like 9, 10 years old, man, the Ninja Turtles were on.
Yo,
That was
there's
it, dude.
there's
Latchkey
no way.
to
They're the best.
From now on, Andres is not allowed to say he's from New Jersey. He's like, yo, man, I'm from South Cali, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, I grew up in Miami, Florida. So
Yeah, we know you are.
There you go.
But we want you from Cali.
Yeah. Cowabunga.
We're moving you to Cali.
Yeah, we'll pretend you're from Cali.
Yeah, it's Cali from now on.
Yeah.
That's your nickname. Your nickname is now Cali.
Yeah.
I'm shaking, man.
Yo, dude, I'm from Malibu, bro. Come on now.
You know what? I'm gonna look for Francis. See if Francis can come on, because he's a very well-spoken man, and we changed the subject, Andres.
Yes, we were talking about spandex and gag balls.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, John Boy versus Chuck Norris versus Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
And then,
Are they all the same age at the same time?
you know what? Let's
Yes.
do Chuck Norris out of it. Let's do Van Damme, Seagal, and Billy Blanks.
What is
There you go.
Norris has got to be what, late 70s now, Chuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to be in that thing there with him this year in Las Vegas, that Hall of Fame thing, whatever
Right.
book. It's a book that they put you in and all this kind of stuff.
Pay for it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Tom
crazy.
was supposed to go there too, and he said he wasn't going
Yeah.
after
No.
that.
It doesn't. You know what? It doesn't even come with a condom.
Yeah.
Come on.
Vaseline. I want Vaseline at least.
Oh my God! Here's your trophy. Yeah, it's got a tub of Vaseline in it.
And what's that going to get me? Is that going to get me students? No.
No, it's gonna get
Who
your.
reads it?
Who reads
Who reads that book? Martial artists. Who cares?
Yeah, well, I was going in the Braille version. Feel your way around.
Feel you.
So you
Until you can afford
Well,
the Braille version.
Oh
I was
my
like, wait a
God.
second. Does my picture go on the Braille book? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm scratch and sniff part of it.
I did the little one they did, 2 years ago
at
at Atlantic City,
and
and they got my bio wrong.
Yeah, you told
I
me
was just
that.
like, how can you get my freaking? It's like
Well,
5
that's because I was $10
5
short.
sentences.
Yeah, I
Like
was about
$10
to say.
short.
I was
Alan
thinking the
wasn't
same
having it.
thing.
They left out FMA altogether. I was like,
I can hear Alan going right now. Little prick didn't give me all my money. Ain't going in the book.
Well, his last name is Goldberg.
Oh.
he doesn't run that. It's some other guy that runs that book.
Well, he's back in the magazine again. He owns the magazine. He's part owner of the magazine again.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's funny because he hangs out with the nicest dude in the world, Oak Tree. Did you ever meet Oak Tree? The black
Oh
fellow?
yeah,
Yeah.
I met him at the WKU last year.
Have you ever shaken that man's hand?
Yeah, his hands are like a vice grip. They're
Oh
huge.
my God.
They're huge.
Yeah.
It's like,
Rumor has it he used to be Mike Tyson's sparring partner.
Wow.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt
I
it.
would. Hell no.
Oh, the only guy who can handle it.
So anyway, Andres, we're talking about survival of martial arts schools after this pandemic's over. How we're going to try to stay alive. You there,
Is he
dude?
there?
What are you doing? Smoking the doobie?
I'm there. What was the question, man?
Oh, there he is.
Question was, can you use a surfboard as a weapon?
Of course. Anything's a weapon. My mind's a weapon.
At a
sharp one.
So
Oh, good comeback, Tom.
I couldn't hear. What did Tom say?
Not a sharp one.
So the topic is, what do we need to do to survive our schools, our students, to survive the pandemic once we open again?
If we can open again.
If we can open again.
I think everybody's just got to bite the bullet and just like go back to work, man. Personally, I know some guys like are talking about like opening gyms, like in my town. The guy I know at the boxing gym in town, he's talking about doing like private lessons with like masks on and stuff, and having limited classes. So it's like he'll only allow so many people in the gym at a time. So it's a boxing gym. So this is like weights and like bags and a ring. That's it. He doesn't do group classes. So he's just talking about limiting the amount of people he lets in at certain times. So he's going to stagger.
That's Tom, what you kind of were just talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of tough to do. Like, I'd have to get rid of my unlimited option.
Right.
And just allow people to pick days. Okay, you guys can come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can come Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Bingo.
It's I haven't open, so because everyone's work schedule is crazy,
Yeah.
so they can come whenever they can. But if we have to limit the amount of people in the school, then I'd have to do some stupid thing like that.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm just going to turn my school into a bingo hall.
Bingo.
Yeah,
B15.
I was thinking, and there may be another business opportunity here, and
Prostitution.
that would be, yeah. We're talking about protective gear, and Mick is very handy. Maybe we can design like protective gear that we can, get out.
I mean, Tom's already hit it on the button. Talk about the rash gear.
Yeah,
rash guards
and stuff like that. They already have it. So
they do.
If you did that and if you made a pair of gloves out of some type of rash guard as well, I think that would be like really good. I mean, the only other thing you have to do is think about the headgear.
Yeah.
This way, so your face can't be touched. Now, you go to the Asian world, you go to these schools, and they sell these great-looking plastic frontal face gear type things.
Yeah, I think Macho's got like some of those.
You can't spend a whole class in those. You sweat your head off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
So, I mean, let's bring back the old-fashioned Jason goalie masks.
Yeah. I remember somebody had training with that once.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
What's his name? Uses the hockey gloves? Spencer Yee.
I used to use hockey gloves for sparring all the time, and then I moved to lacrosse gloves.
Yeah, lacrosse gloves are good.
So.
But you can't. Again, you can't. If you're gonna do white line stuff like that, you can't have gloves on.
Yeah, there's no like it's hard to do finger locks and anything like in gloves like that.
So what I'll do is I'm gonna bring back my grandmother, and she'll go into any full contact sparring competition with a wooden spoon and whoop all your asses.
There you go.
Your grandmother your grandmother Italian?
No, Irish woman right off the boat. Beat your ass with that little wooden spoon.
What was that thing, Tommy, we were talking about this morning? The Irish stick. What is that? The shirt that you have? You got it from Ireland?
Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Shillelagh.
The blackthorn. You got a blackthorn stick?
Yeah.
I want one.
Yes, I went to a couple of those blackthorn stick classes from the O'Malley or whatever the name of that family is that teaches that garbage.
Yeah.
When I tell you, so we were sitting there.
You didn't like it?
So we were sitting there. I did like it
until
I listened to till I listened to the actual lineage of the Irish stick fighting. Do you know how it was developed?
No.
No.
It was developed from them having drunken fights with sticks. Like it was a game. It was a game on how to hit each other with a stick while you were drunk.
Irish.
Exactly. So when it came down to it, and you pull out your rattan stick because you're a Filipino guy for most of your life, and when they're showing you these different drills, no, don't mind you. It's not the art; it's the person behind the art. But the guy who was teaching me art sucked. You might as well have been drunk. And
you needed to be drunk.
When you cabayada, or you can't really pass a black Irish stick. You can't hit it, check it, and move it away because you're going to get hit with thorns and little spikes coming out of it. So you have to use your mind a little differently. So once you start thinking about it and moving it around, they're like, well, Filipino art's proven. This is a bar game. I'm doing an art that's been proven already. So you guys are playing a bar game. I still don't want to get hit with that bastard. Especially a guy who knows Filipino martial arts using the blackthorn Irish stick.
That's why I want to get one.
Yeah. All you gotta do is put little splinters coming out of your rattan, and there it is. So, but anyway, the survival game. Yes, it's going to be a rough thing to do. Like Andres kind of said, bite the bullet. Everybody go back to work, but we're going to have to bite the bullet to see if we can try to survive. And how much money do we spend trying to survive?
Right.
So this is where I believe guys create their organization, so to speak. Like, just hypothetically say it was Ferdy, Tom, Andres, and me. We create this little organization where we have the seminar once a month, and we all teach for an hour and a half. And whatever comes to the door is what we made that month. I mean, if we get 10 people at $30, we split it we split it by 4. And then, God forbid, whatever it costs for the venue. And then you try to build your organization, because individually, if you can't fill your venue, man, you're going to need help. And will your martial brethren help you with that? So who's going to be willing to go, I'm going to go put my stuff out there, and I know I'm better than Ferdy, and now he's going to be getting my money. You can't have that ego.
Right.
If you're part of the group and you're there, you're going to become the musketeers, all for one and one for all. That's the way it's got to live. Yeah. I'm game for that. I'm game to help anybody like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and plus, like I said, there might be those 5 people that never knew Ferdy that now knew Ferdy because they came to Tom's session, and now there could be those 2 people who didn't know me now know me, and then, we just build our conglomerate bigger.
Right.
Right.
So, and then we get the Cowabunga kid in, and it's all good to go.
Me.
Who, Cali?
Who, Cali?
Yeah,
Cali boy.
I'm going to call him the Cowabunga
Cali.
kid from now on.
Cali.
So,
So,
KK.
remember you had,
remember
you talked about doing a tournament?
Yes.
Can that still happen now with all this?
So here's the thing. Can it be yes? Because if we do the stick fighting so-called tournament, people will be wearing their gear. They will be wearing their gloves. They'll be wearing their whatever protective outer layer they'll be wearing, and they'll be wearing their headgear.
Right.
Now,
We
we
would have
to have requirements for that. Because I've gone to tournaments where guys would just wear whatever they wanted. So like some guys will wear the full suit. Other guys will just have a chest protector on, some elbow pads, knee pads, and gloves. There's got to be a standard. Like when you go to a Taekwondo tournament, you have to have the required
Gear.
safety equipment,
Yeah, I mean,
or you can't spar.
I still think that you said the best thing of all, the rash guard.
Yeah.
That's going to be, your arms
should
are going
be
to have to be
standard.
covered. So, and I mean, in theory, you're going to have to pussify it a lot because people aren't going to be want to get sweated on. People aren't going to want to be, well, no one's ever wanted to be bled on, but
Yeah. I've had that too many times.
yeah, likewise.
Mhm.
So the world's just different, man. And then rattan sticks,
Unfortunately.
like sparring rattan sticks. No one's gonna, a lot of people want to spar with the action flex sticks now. They still
Yes,
hurt like a
keep it
bastard,
those.
but they're not ripping you apart.
God damn it.
I'll let you know, like, I've been using these Brunel variant sticks that are like, they're awesome padded sticks. So if you got some money and you want to buy some padded sticks, they're a dope brand.
But do me a favor, add a link to our forum thing, and so I know where it's at.
Yeah,
We'll take a look
Yeah,
at that.
Like what are they? How much are
They have a plastic center or what?
No, they're a rattan like core, and then they have
Oh, that's
foam,
bad.
and then they have like some sort. It's not canvas, but it's like nylon. They have like a nylon or something.
And they
like,
take a beating when they get hit against each other?
Yes, they do. They last. They hurt. It's not like they don't hurt.
Yeah, it's the thing.
You feel it.
You'd
want more of a padded
than
thing than a rattan that's padded.
I'm game with that because I had some, old padded sticks back in the day where you would do some type of, try to do a disarm or you'd be fighting with the guy and a stick's broken in half and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, I used to just do duct tape and, like, plumbing insulation.
Yeah, I do that now.
But that's like, if you're gonna do a tournament, you should probably have something kind of sort of legitimate, I guess. Like, you kind of want to look professional, right?
Well, put a link. Put a link. Let's mix it. Put a link and.
I want mine. I want to have my tape look like a lead pipe. So when they're like, "What the hell's he gonna play with?" It's a lead pipe.
I
had one of my guys do the tournament in Atlantic City.
Was that
6 years ago, whatever it was?
Oh, it wasn't 6 years ago, bro.
5 years ago?
5 years ago?
Maybe 5.
There was
All right, so whatever.
So
he walks in with our sticks. You're like, you can't use those.
That's Steve, right? Steve?
Yeah.
I was there. I remember that.
Yeah, you can't use those. Okay, and I pulled out some thinner ones.
You
can't use those.
Like,
Like, what do you want us to use?
And they
handed us, they let us use their sticks,
which
were,
I don't know,
some weird rattan,
but
he had a nice bruise on his arm from it. But it was just weird. It's like, we've always used these sticks, and they wouldn't let anyone use a real stick.
Yeah. I mean, the only fight competition I've ever been in where you can use whatever stick you pull up with is it has to be it can't be like a broomstick or a mop stick, but
right.
Was the Dog Brothers. You walked into that, you could fight. If you wanted to fight rattan against a padded stick, you could use your padded stick against. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real
No,
deal, though. That's the real deal of fight. Same with the PSYOP guys.
Well,
they're
they're
going to
full
fight those
time.
guys. They're going to fight you full on with whatever you put in your hand.
That's what they
Yeah, they
do.
don't
That's full contact, man. Like that.
Oh, I've been doing it for 20 years. Trust me, I understand. I get it.
Yeah, man. No, I
I've
nothing but
given it,
respect
and
for
I've
that,
received
man.
it.
Like I just sent you guys the link.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But those are quality, man. Like, yeah, I've been using them now. I don't know, since 2017. So 3 years I've been using them. They're good.
I'm looking at it.
Hey, you guys want to like take this off the air? There's a couple things I want to ask.
Sure. Do we have any listeners? Is anybody on?
No.
No.
But anyways, I mean, we keep this,
Yeah.
All right.
We get
more views
when it's on.
when it's on.
Yeah, when we're all not live. So we switched
What's big?
topics. We switched topics, and I think we'll see what we're going to do next week. Thank everybody for dropping in, and have a great weekend. Hold on.